everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Tokay wine. And it's also, this is two different spellings. It's like Tokay or Tokai. And here we go. So I chose Tokai because I'm a fan of like dessert wines in general, and I've never tried wine from Hungary. So I thought it'd be a fun opportunity. Overview of like what Tokai is. It's Vinous Vinerva is most common ferment wine or ferment grapes. And its pedigree, the only parent that I found for it was Guais Blanc. Similar wines are Sauternes wine, although there's many types of Tokai wine in general. Like we'll talk about this later, but Tokai is like a very broad term for multiple types of wine. Similar wines in grape include Zöld-Veltini, Egrix Csillag, and they're also both grown they're native to Hungary. So let me just move this. So like I was saying earlier, there's many types of wines that are generalized over Tokai. Some of the Tokai types of wine include Tokai Asuzu, Tokai Asu Essentia, and then Tokai Essentia. So there's also other varieties like included under other types that the Tokai region includes, and this is late harvest wine to dry white wines. Then, as I was saying earlier, the ferment grapes are local to the Tokai region in Hungary. There's other local grape varieties that make up Tokai wine, including Aslevu and Kabar and Muscat Blanc. And these are all possibly part of Tokai wines. The normal one is ferment, but these are the 6 varieties that if they are included in the wine, they're classified as Tokai wines. And then fun fact about Tokai wines is there's actually a day dedicated to ferment grapes. So ferment day is February 1st. And then to talk about like just popularity of Tokai wines, the most well-known happens to be Tokai Asu, which is most widely known and sold across America at least. And then this is kind of a fun fact. Royal Tokai Essentia is one of the most rare types and therefore the most expensive. It ranges from like around $1,000, and then the most expensive is $40,000, which I think is kind of crazy. But like fun fact about that is when people do tastings of the like $40,000 wine, they do it by like a spoonful because it's so rich. That's a lot. It's like all people can like handle of it. And then the most popular, although like more expensive than Tokai Asu, is Tokai Essentia. And then, like I was saying, you can get Tokai wine from around starting at $11 and then upwards of $40,000. And that's it. So now we're going to go on to the tasting. Okay, so now we're going to do the tasting, or like, you know, the notes about them. I also don't own wine glasses because my roommate moved out and she took them with her. But so we're using this little mushroom cup. And then the type of Tokai wine that I have today is late harvest Tokai wine, which is more of a dessert wine. So here we go. Okay, so looking at it on a white piece of paper, it's definitely more golden. I would say like a pale gold, because we can definitely see through it. And then from the legs, I would guess medium alcohol. And then from the bottle, the alcohol is 12% by volume. So it's like a little bit lower. Oh, it smells really nice. The first thing I'm getting is definitely honey. It's like a very sweet scent. But it also has like a kind of a fruity undertone of maybe fig. And so like overall very like sweet scent. So yeah, I'm gonna taste it now. Yeah, that's really nice. but like the scent, like the first thing I got was like honey, like overwhelmingly honey. But there's also like a sort of bitterness that balances it out. I'm thinking it kind of reminds me of raisins as well, but definitely honey is like the key note that I'm getting from it. This is really good. I'm a big fan. From the taste alone, it seems like more of like a medium alcohol. It's like a medium acidity. The body is very light and it doesn't like linger too long. I would say like a medium finish. And then the intensity is also pretty medium. It's not like super strong. Yeah, I would also say like more of a, it's like a sweet, it is pretty sweet, but not crazy, like maybe a medium sweetness. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some pairing now. Yeah, I'm gonna start with raspberries. Oh, it's like the like acidity from the raspberries, like it's also sweetness, is kind of bringing out more of the bitterness of it. That's good. It's like makes it tones down the sweetness a little bit. Yeah, would recommend. And then the next thing I'm going to try is blue cheese was also recommended. So I'm going to try blue cheese with just a cracker. Not usually a huge fan of blue cheese, but we'll see. That's really good. That's actually really good. Yeah, that brings out like the sweetness of the wine, but also like tones down the like strength of the blue cheese. Like that pairs really well. Also would recommend. Next, I think maybe dark chocolate would be good. These are dark chocolate covered cranberries. So we're gonna go with that. That's also really good. This just pairs well with like a lot of stuff apparently. But yeah, like the sweetness and like the bitterness of dark chocolate pairs like really well. It brings out the sweetness, but it also kind of tones it down. So that's really nice. Something I'm like not thinking will work very well is probably prosciutto. So I think I'm gonna try the prosciutto with this. Yeah, I was right. It's not. It's not working. It's like the saltiness kind of just erases the sweetness of this, and it's like all like bitter kind of. Um, yeah, not it. This is not a good one. Next I'm gonna try like more umami, which I have like some seaweed chips, flakes. Yeah. That was also not it, but not as bad as with the prosciutto. Prosciutto. Um, but still not a very good playing pairing. I think I'm gonna try it with like a macaroon, and then that will probably finish up. Yeah, That was nice. That pairs well. It definitely brings out like more of the sweetness, but like not too much, which is nice. But yeah, that was really good. Oh, wait, before I forget, yeah, green spicy foods. We're supposed to be like good with it. So I have a jalapeno, so I'm just gonna take a bite. That was actually really good. It like tones down the spice. It like completely kind of, what's the word for like just tones it down. I'm a really big fan of like spicy food, but that was like really nice pairing. It was like kind of like opposites coming together. But yeah, so I think that's like pretty much ended the tasting. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.